Our number 10 of our top 10 treasures, I'm simply going to call skills. And I've left this one to last because, quite frankly, it needs to be last. It's not number one. Because of the fact that the skills that the children learn throughout their home education, as in their academic skills, their maths and their language, and the time I spent on that, that is not as treasured to us now in adult life as the other ones that I have shared with you. That's why it's lost. However, I'm not making light of it. That's why it's in the top 10. I could have just left it off completely, but I'm putting it in there because I do value it. And it is a treasure to see that our children have completed going through their maths lessons, and it is an accomplishment, and they have grown in those skills. And those skills are important. I'm not making light of that. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, when you look back on childhood and your home education experience, you don't actually sit and have memories and treasures and moments of wonderful experiences, so on and so forth, from having learned to read, for example. Now, we know that the value of teaching a child to read and actually imparting that skill to that student, that child, and giving them the gift of being able to read, and the wonderful gift of all the language books we've given our children have been exposed to, and all those wonderful novels and the wonderful literature and the maths lessons and Steve Demi and all that we learned. I mean, it is really to be treasured. There's no doubt about it. But I do have to add the but to say that it's not as great a value as the other 9 that I've given. But it doesn't mean that it's no value, and it doesn't mean that it's not a treasure, because it is. But I just want to keep it in perspective, well, the perspective we have of it, and that is that every time we've met a crisis in our life or gone through long, long valleys, that was the thing that was left off. It didn't take priority. It didn't take priority for me to make sure that the children were getting their language lessons done. It was priority that I read the word to them and that we did read aloud together. And that is what I was speaking about in number 9, about pulling together as a family and being a family. That there was a greater treasure than me seeing that they had accomplished their lessons. However, they did accomplish those lessons, and they are blessed because they have got those good, solid academic skills and an excellent education. And so we can't just cancel that and not put it in the top 10 treasures, because it is of value and it is to be treasured that they are well-educated people. But I keep putting the but in there because of the fact that I just think that we have discovered of such greater value from God, of what is important to Him. And yes, He does want the children educated. And yes, He does want them to be numerate and literate. And yes, He does want to have them to have the science awareness, but not so that they can be brilliant scientists, but so that they can know Him, that they can experience more of Him. And He is the greatest scientist of all. So it is there as number 10, the skills that the children have developed. And the reason why it's one of the home educating treasures is because one-on-one tuition, teaching your children and sitting with a maths problem with them and helping them through it, that is to be treasured, to be able to be part of that process of teaching them to read and write and numeracy and literacy and everything that goes around the academic aspect of home education is a treasure. Because, I mean, really, they are adults now that have a very, very good grounding in education, and it's a treasure. That's why it's number 10. So there are our top 10 treasures. It is very, very hard to leave all the others off, but I'm hoping that through all the other courses and tutorials that we'll be doing and have done for you, you will just see for yourself. You'll be picking up all the other treasures that we have discovered along the way. And I hope that you'll be able to pick from them and apply them, and that they'll become a treasure for you as well. So thank you for watching our top 10 treasures, and I hope you found some of the other tutorials helpful and useful to you.